This is your morning in 8 minutes. Today, a new chapter begins for the Knoxville Police Department as Paul Noel is set to be sworn in as police chief.
He replaces retiring Chief Eve Thomas. Noel has served his entire career with the New Orleans Police Department, rising from the rank of patrol officer all the way to the city's second in command. He's been nationally recognized as an advocate for police reform. Noel will be sworn in later this morning at 10 o'clock at the Civic Auditorium.
And continuing coverage, a sentencing date has been set for a Jefferson County man who ran over and killed a pregnant mother and her 2-year-old son back in 2019. A jury found William David Phillips guilty of 4 counts of reckless homicide, reckless endangerment, and 1 count of felony reckless endangerment. Phillips was originally facing life in prison on first-degree murder charges in the deaths of Sierra Cahoon, her 2-year-old son, and unborn child. We're now working to learn more as those charges were reduced. Phillips will be sentenced on September 19th. And right now, 2 people are dead after a shooting in North Knoxville. Police say that Robert Daughtry shot and killed Stephen Farr on Friday afternoon on Sidebrook Avenue. Investigators say that Daughtry then turned the gun on himself. Right now, KPD trying to figure out what led up to that shooting.
Everyone's okay this morning after a fire in Sevier County. It happened on East Parkway in Pittman Center near the venue at Greenbrier. Take a look at some photos from the scene. A small group of people reportedly ran toward the home to see if anyone was inside, but says they didn't see anything. Fire crews are now trying to figure out how it started. You can see the high flames through the trees here. We'll let you know as soon as we learn more. And Rural Metro Fire reminding you to be careful, extra careful if you're grilling out this summer. Crews were able to quickly put out a fire on a grill at a home in North Knox County. Thankfully, no one is hurt and the home didn't suffer any damage. Rural Metro says if you are grilling, make sure you keep it away from flammable parts of your home and never leave it unattended. And a worker is recovering this morning after construction debris broke a gas meter. This happened on Saturday afternoon at a hotel on Saddle Rack Street in East Knox County. Rural Metro tells us falling debris broke the meter and the worker suffered serious injuries.
And right now, school officials in Union County are working to form a search committee to find their next director of schools.
Dr. Jimmy Carter resigned Thursday in the middle of a school board meeting. Carter returned on Saturday night to inform the school he'd only return to his position on an interim basis. He tells the board it was not right to walk out of the meeting, but he says he feels the board didn't trust some of his decision making. Board members refused to comment when we asked about the situation. Dr. Carter will now stay in the interim role for 120 days.
And right now, country music superstar Toby Keith revealed on Sunday that he's been battling stomach cancer for the past 6 months. On Twitter, he says that he underwent surgery followed by chemotherapy and radiation and has been recovering well. He says that he is looking forward to spending time with family, and he'll hopefully see his fans sooner rather than later.
You can't hear about the backlash.
Over 30 people are facing criminal conspiracy charges after police say that they were trying to riot during a pride parade in Idaho on Saturday.
Most of those suspects will be in court today. They're believed to be affiliated with a white nationalist group called Patriot Front. They attracted suspicion when dozens of people in matching khakis, shirts, and hats jumped into the back of a U-Haul. Police pulled the van over after a 911 call. They found the 30 people in the back. Some of the suspects were equipped with shields, shin guards, and other riot gear. Meanwhile, Senate negotiators have struck a deal to move forward on gun control. On Sunday, lawmakers announced a framework for new laws to help keep firearms out of the hands of potentially dangerous individuals. The deal includes no provisions for raising the minimum age to buy a gun. It does propose spending billions of dollars on mental health care and school security. 20 senators signed a statement expressing support of the plan.
Gas prices hitting new record numbers. The national average for gasoline, it's now at $5 per gallon, and the cost is expected to keep climbing. Analysts say right now, spiking gas prices mean households in the U.S. are spending about $160 more per month on fuel than they were a year ago. Here's a look at what we're paying this morning. $4.60 here in Knoxville. The state average just slightly higher. The national average continuing to soar.
WVLT is proud to be your official station of the Vols. The off-season starts today for the Tennessee baseball team after falling to Notre Dame yesterday in Game 3 of the Knoxville Super Regional. Tennessee closes out a historic season with 57 wins and 9 losses. One of the best and most exciting seasons in college baseball history.
The records don't mean near as much as just the relationships and those guys out there. I'd give up every save just to have one more game with them or one more practice with them, just to just to have another day where we can go out and just be a team.
Well, the team is stacked with talent that's either graduating or headed to Major League Baseball. We'll keep you updated with all the changes coming this offseason inside the WVLT News app.
Heads up if you're going to the Smokies this week. Starting in just a couple of minutes, you can expect some delays on the Spur as crews will close one lane to begin some routine maintenance. This is happening between Gatlinburg and Pigeon Forge today through Thursday between 7 and 4 o'clock. The park tells us that these are some routine projects and also keep the area well maintained.
It is 6:55. We do want to get a look at your first alert traffic. Nothing major to worry about if you're getting ready to head out the door. Let's take a look into downtown Knoxville. Looking all green right now. Little slow down there on Chapman Highway. 75 and 40 are looking good. And into Blount County, downtown Maryville, Alcoa, all green so far.
Your first alert forecast with Chief Meteorologist Heather Haley.
6:55 now. We're starting off the week with the heat and humidity, but the key here is this is really more of a 5-day stretch in this heat wave that starts today. 3 or more days at 90 degrees or greater. That's what we're aimed at all week long. The big difference here is on Friday afternoon is when I see the humidity dropping. So unfortunately, not only is it hot, it is very muggy most of this week, really all the way through Thursday especially, and that's what helps to make it feel hotter for you in the shade. That heat index assumes you're in the shade because in the sun, of course, it feels warmer. We're also using that humidity for just a couple of pockets of rain and storms at times. This morning, for example, we've got that stray shower that's already starting to fizzle out as it's moved across parts of Knox County. And we have the heat of the day that helps to make those a little bit more intense, which is why we could end the day with a couple of storms. Right now at 71 Crossville to 68 Middlesboro, 63 Cosby, there we go, a little better. 75 though, Knoxville to 74 Oak Ridge. So for now, it is mostly sunny. Few passing clouds this morning to midday, and that's what creates more of this stray shower storm. Then this afternoon, 93 feels like it's 100. We have those isolated evening storms as well. So we're catching these stray pop-ups clipping southeastern Kentucky during your morning hours, then sunshine for your afternoon. And then we will have a couple more storms bubble up along that Tennessee, Kentucky, Virginia corner this evening. But really it does stay spotty until we have a few more storms Thursday afternoon to evening. And then Friday, again, that dip in humidity is what makes a big difference to at least put us back to more normal heat going into your weekend.
All right, Heather, that'll do it for us. Stay hydrated, refreshed, all the above. We'll see you on WBXX. Have a good one.